Hello guys and welcome to Outta City Cop. How are you all doing? I hope you all are well. I'm looking forward to the Christmas period. Obviously Christmas is in what, 4 days, Monday? Exciting. Hopefully this Liverpool Arsenal game today can set us up in good stead for a nice weekend falling into Christmas with a good victory against Arsenal away. What a result that would be. Obviously we smashed them 4-0 at the beginning of the season at Anfield, was it? That was, yeah, that was the goal when Salah did that big burst, wasn't it, from his own half and just slid it home past Czech because he's quality. So yeah, we've got a little bit of transfer news for you today, guys. Obviously a lot of people are talking about Thomas Lemar and I've got a little bit of news about it. Reports over the last couple of days are saying that Liverpool will be interested in making a £90 million bid in January for Thomas Lemar. If any of you guys don't know who he is an attacking left winger, French international. He's 22 years of age. He's not been doing too bad. He's got 4 goals, 4 assists this season. Last season he got 11 goals and 14 assists for Monaco. I did read a little report today saying Monaco have come out going they've not spoken to Lemar or his representative and insist he is not for sale in January. Which we all know their owner likes a quick buck or two, doesn't he? Obviously he's sold a lot of players and I think that he would be interested in selling Thomas Lemar personally. Where if it happens in January I'm not too sure, but I think there's a lot of weight behind this, guys. I do believe that Jurgen Klopp is interested in bringing Thomas Lemar in, and I do believe he is interested in bringing him in January. I think the ideal scenario would be bringing in Thomas Lemar in January and selling Phil Coutinho in the summer. So then we've got, like, you know, half a season to bring Thomas Lemar in to be in good stead for the season onwards, you know, when Phil Coutinho inevitably leaves, which we all, you know, it's going to happen, guys, isn't it? You know, there's no hoo-ha about it. But what do you think to the 90 million? See, I think that's a lot of money, guys. Obviously we were interested in bringing him in the summer. I thought we were going to bring him in. Arsenal put in a bid late on. Was it the final day of the transfer window of, like, was it like 80 million or something like that, or around 90 million? I can't remember what the actual fee was, which got rejected. And I think, didn't he play an international game and then go and score a hat-trick? You know, but yeah, I do rate that. I do rate him. I do think a lot of people aren't that bothered about him, to be honest. I think he's still young. He's still 22 years of age. He's apparently snubbed Arsenal to play for Liverpool, which is obviously a good sign for Liverpool, isn't it? Especially, you know, Arsene Wenger. He's been snapping up French talent for, well, you know, since he's been in the Premier League. So it's nice to finally, if the rumours are true, and which I do believe are, that he has chosen Liverpool as a destination if he has to leave Monaco. I don't know if he wants to leave Monaco. I'm not too sure. Personally, I would if I was him. Not being a Liverpool fan, but yeah, I would. You know, obviously Liverpool are a lot more appealing place, but Monaco have a tendency to pay good wages. So, but yeah, I'd be interested in bringing him in. I personally, I think Liverpool. I think he'll end up being a Liverpool player personally. Whether it's in January or the summer, I reckon there'll be a lot more to be said about it. I think there might be a bid in January for him. The 90 million thing I think is a bit too much personally, but you know, is any player worth the money that they're going for these days? Arguably not. Well, definitely not. But yeah, you know, if that happens, brilliant. What do you guys think? Do you like Thomas Lemar? Would you like to see him as a replacement for Phil Coutinho? The last video I did yesterday was a little bit about Phil Coutinho, and some people put in the comments saying Thomas Lemar would be a good replacement. So, you know, going by the feelings, by what you've been saying in the comments, you would be happy. But yeah, that's it pretty much on the Thomas Lemar situation. We'll have to see what happens in January. It would be nice to see a bid going in, because I reckon he'll do good at Liverpool. Obviously, a little bit about Daniel Sturridge. Daniel Sturridge is apparently would be available for transfer in January for £30 million. 30 million. If we could get 30 million for him, let him go. Without that, if we get 20 million, let him go. But, you know, do you think in this day and age, do you think 30 million is a reasonable price for Daniel Sturridge? Obviously, we all know about Daniel Sturridge's ability and, you know, his qualities. We all understand that. But the big hiccup with him and in his Achilles heel is the injury problems. All the clubs around the world, or anyone who's, you know, knows that of Daniel Sturridge, will know he's injury prone. He hasn't played for Liverpool hardly for the last 3 seasons. Constantly injured. Would that still put people off, or do you think people will still be appetised to come in and put in a bid of 30 million in January? Let me know in the comments, guys. If we can get 30 million, if any team puts in a bid of 30 million, let him go. He does want to leave. He wants to leave, obviously, because it's a World Cup. Obviously, he's 28 years of age, so this potentially could be his final World Cup, so obviously he wants to go to it, which, even if he's not playing, I still think he'll go, personally. But, yeah, would you be happy with 30 million? I would. I'm not too sure if any teams are interested in him at the moment. Obviously, if West Ham could go in for him, they like taking a player off Liverpool. Or Crystal Palace. Come on, Crystal Palace, come in. You could partner them up with Benteke, yeah, and Sacco, you know, take our rejects. Well, you know, I'd have kept Sacco personally, but anyway, let me know in the comments, guys, exactly what you think to the £30 million for Daniel Sturridge, as well as about the Thomas Lemar. I will be doing a video later on today. Obviously, Liverpool play Arsenal today. Put down in the comments as well before the game your score predictions for Liverpool-Arsenal. I'm going to predict 3-1 to Liverpool. Come on, let's set ourselves for a good Christmas. If I don't speak to you before, if anything happens, have a great Christmas, but I'm pretty sure I will, because I'll be doing a video later on today. The internet will be getting updated soon, so I'll be able to do live streams. It's all set up. Once the good internet's here, we'll be on our way, so I'll be able to come and talk to you. Right, nice one, guys. Have a good Christmas. Hope we win the games. Put down your score predictions. Also, make sure to give a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.